So I just read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I think I needed to take a break between all books, mainly because I came in, kind of reluctantly to the trilogy, and because I feel like, it was kind of a challenge that I put on myself or something like this to actually read the whole trilogy, because I struggled with it when I was younger. But I don't know why I struggled. Maybe I was just not mature enough or something like this. But I really enjoyed these books more than I thought I would. So having said that, I feel like if I were to come back to that, I would really enjoy myself. And once again, I want to read, as I said in previous videos, if I'll read the Lord of the Rings trilogy again, I think I'll read the edition in one volume instead of all three books differently, and not take any breaks in between, just to have a better picture of what's going on, and not reading other books and then having to come back to the Lord of the Rings afterwards. So what I want to do, I want to read the Silmarillion before I come back to the Lord of the Rings. And to be honest, I've got a list of books I want to read. It's such a long list, actually, that if I read a book a week, I have a list that goes until summer 2024. So that being said, it's not going to be just yet, actually. But yeah, I want to read the Silmarillion first, because I want to understand better, what are these places and people that were referenced in the trilogy. And I feel like, reading the Silmarillion is going to make a bit more sense about this. I really feel like The Hobbit should be part of the whole trilogy thing, because I really feel like you need to know what happened in The Hobbit, seeing Bilbo, how he got the ring, and what happened with Gollum, and kind of the relationship of these two. Actually, relationship, there's no really relationship, but kind of their meeting and how it went, and why Gollum is the way he is, essentially. The only complaint I have with the book, and this might change when I read the trilogy again, it's just that it's uneven. So you have these huge action scenes that are taking place, action sequences that are happening, and then it's just, it drops to nothing just at once. I kind of get it. You don't have to be on just action packed for 1200 pages. I think the trilogy is as a whole. But that being said, just make the action kind of slow down and then come back up. But it's not just the action slowing down, it's the action ending abruptly and then picking up again and stuff like that. So this is just the main complaint I have. But that being said, these drops of action, if I could say like this, are happening like 2 or 3 times in the book tops. So that being said, out of 1200 pages, that's not so bad, actually. So it's not a big complaint, it's just a small thing in here. And also there are some lengthy parts that I would just cut out. The main one being Tom Bombadil. As I said, I don't really care about this guy. It's like 40 pages long in the book, and just cut that out. Not really important. And the last thing that I've where it was kind of lengthy, it's Pippin visiting Minas Tirith. I didn't really care for that part. I'm not talking about Mary and the whole thing with the king, because that was really important to understand the relationship between Mary and the king Theodred, the king of Rohan. The king of Rohan. But yeah, as I said, I understand that we needed breathers between the action. It cannot be action-packed for 1200 pages. But I just feel like, these were just fillers without any substance actually. It might have substances, you know, this might change when I read the Silmarillion. Maybe Tom Bombadil has a huge part to play in some war or whatever, and it's just kind of a cameo that he's doing. But yeah, that's just what I got, you know, first impression on the book. But that's it for the review. So coming up this week, actually in 2 days, so I've got it scheduled for Thursday, is going to be my review of the movies. It's not really a review per se, it's just kind of how I liked the movies after reading the books, you know, how it compares with previously, you know, when I watched the movies without reading the books, you know, how it compares now, if I still like it less or better or whatever. But yeah, I'm currently near the end of movie number 2, so can't wait to watch the last movie. As to what's next after the Lord of the Ring movies reviewish kind of thing, I'll be reviewing the book I'm reading right now, so Ken Follett, A Dangerous Fortune. I'm almost finished with the book and can't wait to give you my thoughts on this book. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.